Hello viewers, let's continue our CodeChef series, and now we have to start a new series where we have to solve 500 to 1000 difficulty rating question. So the first question is greater average. So here is given a three number which is A, B and C. Determine whether the average of A and B is strictly greater than C or not. Okay, so here is given a three number which is A, B and C. You have to determine whether the average of A and B is strictly greater than C or not. If it is greater than C, then you just have to print yes, and if it is not strictly greater than C, then you just have to print no. Okay, so let's take an example here. The first 5 is given the number of test cases. The number of test cases is given here 5. Okay, and 5, 9 and 6, A, B and C given 5, 9 and 6. You just have to firstly determine, average. Okay, so the average is 5 plus 9 by 2. Okay, so this will come 14 by 2, which is 7. So you just have to check if 7 is strictly greater than 6. Yes, it is greater than 6, so you just have to print yes. Okay, in the same way there is another test case is given 5, 8, 6. Okay, so here is given 5, 8, 6. So first you have to take average of A and B, which is 5 plus 8 by 2. Okay, 5 plus 8 by 2, which will give 13 by 2, which is 6.5. So you just have to check if 6.5 is strictly greater than 6. Yes, so you just have to print yes. Okay, in the same way there is given a second example here, 5, 7, 6. Okay, so 5, 7, 6. So you just have to do 5 plus 7 by 2. Okay, so you will give 12 by 2, which is 6. So you just have to check if 6 is strictly greater than 6. No, so you just have to print no. Okay, so I hope you understand that what this question is telling. So let's write the pseudocode here. First you have to take int t, which is the number of test cases, and then cin t, and then while t minus minus is greater than 0, then you just have to take input a, b and c, and then cin a, cin b and cin c. Okay, and then you just have to find int average, which will give a plus b by 2. Okay, and then you have to check if you have to take in a float value, because the average can be come in a float also. So the average is float, and then you have to check if average is greater than c. If it is greater, then you just have to see out yes. Okay, else you have to see out no. Okay, so I hope you understand that what this question is telling. So let's do this. First you have to take int t and then cint, while t minus minus is greater than 0, then you have to take input a, b and c. Okay, and then cin a, cin b, cin c. Okay, and then you have to take float average, which is a plus b by 2. Okay, and then you have to check if average is greater than c, then you just have to do c out yes. Okay, else you just have to do c out no. So let's run this code. This code works fine. Let's submit it. Yeah, this has been accepted. Thanks for watching.